Alright folks, the E77 Premium Tier 9 German Breakthrough Heavy Tank. And since I'm biased for German and American vehicles, and now that we have Erica, this is like an automatic 8 out of 10 for me, without looking at the stats. It's a pretty looking vehicle, like a lighter cousin to the E75, but it has side skirts actually, compared to most German vehicles. They took that away from the Tiger Mouse for some reason. So this vehicle is more mobile than the E75. About 16 horsepower per ton ratio and 45 kilometers per hour top speed. So more in line with the E75 TS, but a bigger gun. A 128mm, and also lots of machine gun now that I notice it. The bow machine gun looks like a 42. Usually it's a 34. Or maybe it's a 3, MG3. Also for the coax, and the commander also gets a machine gun too. Usually they don't have one. Only Americans with the M1 cupola has the 30 caliber, but that's a rarity. Also, there's a plus to the weak spot. There's a sloping right in front, helping out with the actual angle of the armor. Also, gunner periscope right in front as well, so this might eat the shot and just have a viewport damage for the vehicle without actually taking damage. So, might be good. Range finders are usually not a weak spot on most vehicles other than some American or Italian vehicles, but it's a nice looking fat medium of a heavy tank. So this is more mobile. You could go ramming, even though it doesn't weigh as much as the E75 TS. It weighs about 60-ish tons compared to 80, and the E75 is about 90-ish tons. But yeah, I'm already biased. I already like this vehicle. Just put a MG42 on top or MG3 on top and that would be golden, right? So side skirts might be good. They took that away from the Tiger Mouse, so oof. But Commander Cupola, yeah, it's slope right in front a little bit, so you have to hit directly onto the actual viewports to pin and actually deal damage. If you hit a little bit lower, hit the gunner sights or gunner periscope. Gunner sights are right here, but the turret front is 290. It is flat, but still 290. Hull front is 135. And there is a weak spot with the bow machine gun, but we'll have to see. So fire extinguisher for the back. Nice. It's a pretty looking vehicle. And Erica commanders a lot of German heavy tanks. So there's a lot of premium, there's a lot of special German heavies. Another one. I wouldn't mind it. That is actually a blinker light for the back end. So like a rear tail light on the vehicle. But jacks, tow hooks, spare track links. And let's take a look at the main stats. So a little bit less alpha than the 490 average. So this is in between the tier 8 128mm and the tier 9 E75 gets a boosted like 530 alpha gun for a 128, but that's still alright. It makes up for it with a faster reload. So accuracy, aim time, about the same ballpark as the E75, which is actually pretty good. Same gun depression, elevation, 60 rounds. That's quite a lot. And 5-man crew without the loader for higher tier German heavies. So that's still alright. That's still the same with the E75, so still decent. Shell velocity is actually not half bad for AP round at about 1,200. So gold shell is also nice. High explosive is high explosive. Nothing bad there. The gun seems good, right? Without the actual dispersion for now, but seems good. Top speed of 45, reverse of 18. Pretty good. 16.2 horsepower per ton ratio. This thing weighs about 60-ish tons. Theoretically, you could go ramming, but I haven't seen a ramming E75 TS in a while, but that thing weighs more than this vehicle. So hull traverse, fat medium tank. Turret traverse, fat medium tank-ish. But 1850 health, not half bad. 290 turret front, pretty decent. 160 for the turret sides. That's pretty good. 80 for the rear. 135 for the hull front without the bow machine gun. Weak spot, of course, but 80 at the hull sides, even though you have space armor, the side skirts, 80 at the rear. 400 meters of view range, not half bad. It's pretty decent. 700 radio, standard. Not bad. There's no downside, right? The cupola weak spot doesn't seem like that big of a downside. The bow machine gun might be a downside. You cannot really side skirt as well, but you do have side skirts now compared to just 120 on the E75. But normally the Germans don't get breakthrough heavy tanks other than the E75 TS or so. But DPM seems alright. 2250. 0.35 accuracy, 2.4 seconds of aim time, 8 degrees of gun depression. Turn traverse is actually quite fast for a German standard. That's actually quite fast for a large caliber gun, even though alpha damage isn't really high up there with the E75, but yeah, E75 has 530 alpha compared to 460. So 70 more alpha usually, but yeah, 0.34 accuracy with my crew and 2.4-ish seconds of aim time. DPM is lower, surprisingly. Slightly lower. Yeah, by 200. So this thing has better DPM at the cost of alpha damage. So not a bad trade-off, but the E75 doesn't have the bow machine gun weak spot. Still has a cupola weak spot though, and smaller area for the turret front, but E75 has a better upper plate. It's 160 sloped compared to 135. 135 also has a little bit more health than this vehicle, but turret is debatable. 290 compared to 280. So I'm already biased. It's obviously better horsepower per ton ratio. 10. It's not even reaching 10. It weighs 90-ish tons, but yep, this thing weighs 65 tons with 16 horsepower per ton ratio, 45. Ramming. And better camo than the E75. I have a skin. That doesn't count. So the full crew, the full view range. Nothing seems really bad about this vehicle, right? Not really. I mean, aim time, accuracy, yeah, understandably the same ballpark average, right? It's not bad. Actually a fast aim time for a 128, considering it's about 2.6 usually or so. But let's see. Ooh, 2.6 on this thing. And this is a bigger gun, it doesn't count. Yeah, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. This thing has less alpha. Yeah, okay. That seems okay. It doesn't seem that bad, but the E75 is one of the best tier 9 heavies still after all this time. It got buffed, but after all this time, still holds up. Oh, 60 rounds too. You could also go spamming. There's only like 40-ish rounds on the E75, right? 36? And worse shell velocity. Yeah, shell velocity is 920. That seems slow. So your actual AP shell is about the same speed as the gold shell on the E75. Yep. Practically better than the gold shell velocity. Alright, that seems also good. Don't have to lead the shot that much. But premium tank makes for credit and bonds at tier 9. 128mm, L50. A little bit more alpha on the E75, but OSF-E. They don't tell you the gun length on these guns. Where's the L? I don't know. Alright. But yeah, more alpha on the E75, but this thing has better DPM. That is the trade-off. Yeah, you obviously want a rammer for this thing. Camo is better than the E75. Yeah, you want a rammer. Rammer obviously is a good choice, dealing more damage for a premium tank, makes more credits, but practically the same loadout as the E75 or high tier German heavies. So rammer, vertical stabilizer, and improved hardening for more health, and better at side scraping. Now, there is a debate with choosing improved hardening over vents. So for vehicles that are not dedicated to side scraping, so you don't have that good of a space armor or side armor, don't side scrape, and therefore you don't need the improved hardening. But improved hardening helps out with the track health. It restores all the track health if it gets blown off. But for vehicles like lower tier vehicles like a Tiger 1, it doesn't give you that much bonus to the HP. So it's better to have vents on lower tier vehicles. Also, the Tiger 1 doesn't have that good of a side armor technically, but yeah, it's better for you to have vents for vehicles that are not side scraping at the bottom end. But on the higher end, you get more HP bonus from the percentage, so therefore it's better to have improved hardening. This one's up to you, but you can also put turbocharger to go ramming with this vehicle, even though if you can see the person, you can shoot the person. If you can ram the person, you can shoot the person, right? So just don't charge like a headless chicken. But yeah, field mods for breakthrough heavy at tier 9. The Germans have the E75 TS. Do they even have breakthrough heavy? It's usually versatile or assault. Germans. The Tiger 131 is breakthrough. This is more like versatile. Alright, I guess it's... The Tiger 1 is versatile. I know that. Yeah, the Tiger 1's versatile. It's not a breakthrough. So, breakthrough tier 9s. It's the same class as a Concept 1B. No. Well, could be. With better horsepower per turn ratio, could be. Alright, let's take a look at field mods. First one is more track health or better terrain resistance. Now, if you already have improved hardening, choose better terrain resistance, right? You already have the track health. You already repaired to full track health. But for the E75 TS, this thing has better haul down capability, so I chose vents, even though this thing could also have the side scraping capability. It's 120mm on the side armor. You can also go side scraping, but I want more DPM out of this thing, even though it already has a lot. So choose this one based on your first equipment. So the better terrain resistance help out with more health for improved hardening. Choose the second one for vents, so more track health, but you already have vents. So there's a trade-off balancing to the first one. Second one is accuracy or aim time. Now this vehicle already has decent enough aim time, in my opinion. It could use better accuracy, so I would choose better accuracy, drop it down to 0.33 or so. But yeah, this one's up to you. Most of the time people choose accuracy over aim time. And view range or stun duration. View range. Don't get hit by artillery, right? If you do get hit by artillery, it's jumping from like 10 seconds to 11 seconds. Not a big deal. Either you use mid-pack or you just wait. But yeah, view range, obviously a big choice. And finally, top speed or aim speed and haul or turret and gun traverse. Huh. Why is this showing for stationary cabins? That's for tank destroyers with fighting compartments or superstructures. Not for heavy tanks. That's a weird phrasing, but yeah, 4 kilometers per hour top speed is very good at the cost of some aim speed. So if you already have very good aim time, then you don't care about the aim speed. You go faster. And this thing goes to 49 kilometers per hour top speed without anything boofing it. But yeah, nice. I would say it's pretty decent. Yeah, go with better top speed. Definitely better top speed. 20 horsepower per ratio without anything boosting it. Yeah, this thing is crazy. So like I said, I am biased for this vehicle. I am biased for E75. It's one of the best. I am biased for Tiger 2 and the E50. So yeah, Germans develop some pretty looking vehicles. Not the skin though. The skin is kind of weird. So basically, I would say with all the stats, I don't see a downside. It's also a premium. I would say 7 out of 10. But like I said, with the bias rating, it's like an 8 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 normally, but you can also put Erica in it. So, another big plus. Man, German heavy tanks. All the German vehicles have anime crew. And especially if you have duplicates of the main cast, you can also put them into the Waffentriggers. Like the Waffentrigger Panzer IV. What the hell's my duplicates? So, in the garage. Yeah, I have a duplicate. Duplicate main cast crew. Because I bought the big bundle. So, yeah. Pay to have anime. But yeah, another cast of duplicates. So I can actually put them into the Waffentrigger, and that would be funny. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This vehicle is, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't see enough of E75 TS, but this thing has the same mobility, except a much bigger gun than the 105. So yeah, the E75 TS plays like a pseudo medium tank, right? It's a 105, right? 105. So this thing plays like a medium tank. Weighs about 80-ish tons, 16 horsepower per ton ratio, 45. But this thing has bigger guns and much thicker turret front, not based on sloping. So side skirts too. Yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10 for now. We have to see the actual armor and the commander cupola and other stuff, but the dispersion factor might be a big problem, but for now, 7 out of 10. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yakso